Hi, my name is Jessica Gould, and I am a faculty member here at GOA. I'm also a science teacher at the American School in Japan. So, hello. I'm here to just share some insights or ideas about how to approach giving feedback within the context of a GOA course. That context, of course, being that we use Canvas as a place where we share and record and track our feedback to students, and also that we are in a competency-based learning environment system. And so any feedback you give ought to be rooted in either course-specific or GOA comps and outcomes. So without further ado, welcome to my course. Typically, I approach a unit and sort of thinking about feedback in the way that I sort of identify specific assignments that I'm gonna focus on. We would love to give detailed feedback to every student, but obviously there's time constraints and also sort of an input constraint. Like maybe that's just too much. So I tend to identify a couple of assignments where I want to really focus on my feedback for growth, and that feedback needs to be obviously it's based on our course and GOA competencies, and it also needs to be really specific and really timely. I mean, I know these are things that we hear all the time, but I really do think these are the important features of good feedback, as we all know. I also want to make a quick distinction before I show you some examples of what this may look like between feedback for growth, so sort of those formative feedback days, and feedback for grade justification, which is more the summative stuff. I think these look like really similar a lot of the time because they are comp based and they need to, sort of give a student an idea of what they did well and what they need to work on. But I do think maybe in terms of the time and energy that we put into them, we get a little more bang for our buck if we invest that time early in that feedback for growth, those formative pieces. So to that end, within my course, I think this is the tab. This is sort of what I would say is sort of useful feedback, or has been identified by students as being useful feedback. So this is a discussion where students engaged in a video chat back and forth. And then I had a rubric, and over here you see the criteria we use are specifically our course competencies, course outcomes that we've written for our course, or these happen to be GOA outcomes. And I've commented on each of them. So again, these are specific outcomes with specific comments to each outcome, identifying both what they did and what they did not do, what the student did and what they did not do. So I think this is an idea of, again, this is feedback for growth. I spent a lot of time on this. I went through and was really allowed the student to see what they did well and what they need to improve on. I hope this is helpful, and good luck. I imagine I'll be working with some of you in some context at some point. Take care.